because if we don't advocate for ourselves, then no one else will. It's like literally going up and down. And it can often cause symptoms that are very similar to when you're menopausal. Again, hot flashes, night sweats, fatigue, brain fog, joint pains, muscle aches, irritability, itching of the skin, headaches, palpitations. The Women's Health Initiative created a lot of fear, not only among women, but also among doctors. And it's like suddenly came to a halt. The gold standard is estrogen, progesterone, but let's not forget about testosterone. But the clear difference is that menopause is not a disease. It's a physiologic process that we all will go through if we live to a certain age. Menopause it spells the end of our reproductive age, which is, when I say it, it sounds sad, but that's the fact of the matter. So estrogen has an important role for protecting our heart, our arteries, our brain, our bones. It's an important hormone. There are studies that are now being done at Weill Cornell studying menopause and dementia. At some point, the menopausal symptoms do resolve. I can't give you an exact age because that journey is so individual for each person. But I would say the majority of women who go through menopausal symptoms, they recover from it. So when you track hormones during perimenopause, it's literally like this. It's up and down. And that up and down is what makes people feel crazy, the night sweats, the hot flashes, the insomnia, all of it. So there's no rhyme or rhythm, and every woman is different. Those women, believe it or not, are at higher risk of heart disease. So if you were having hot flashes for years and years, that's when I bring up the topic and I do a deeper dive into your medical history, meaning your family history. And then we can figure out, okay, have you had a calcium score? Taking the time out to making sure you're getting your physical, making sure that you're on top of your mammograms, that you're getting your pap smears regularly, that you're up to date with your colonoscopy. If you're of a certain age, perhaps earlier, if you have certain risk, your bone density testing. And this might not make any of you happy, but very little to no alcohol. And the reason why is because alcohol is a toxin. It's a known hormone disruptor. And women are often on HRT and they're still having symptoms. Unfortunately, women have been underrepresented when it comes to medical research because we're expensive to study. But as women, we have to. And so what I tell my patients is you should come prepared. Don't be vague about what you're seeking. You want to be wary of people or of doctors or practitioners who, without investigating, without talking to you, put you on hormones immediately. So you want to be really careful of who's prescribing, and they need to really have in-depth conversations with you. I think having, and not just menopause, but having these kind of conversations with each other first is really important. And so we don't feel like we're the only ones who are going through this, because we're not. Like, it's, again, a physiologic thing. It's very common, and it's important to have these conversations with your friends, with your sisters, with even colleagues, really. So having these conversations beyond what we're comfortable with. And they may not feel comfortable, but it's important for them to understand, especially for girls, to understand what's happening to their bodies, because there's no yesterday, there's no tomorrow, it's only today. So if it's that business that you always wanted to have and never did, never had the courage to, this is the time to do it, even though it is difficult. If you wanted to write that book, this is the time to do it. I'm using this opportunity to reinvent who I am and discover things that I've always wanted to do, but maybe wasn't able to do when I was in my 20s and 30s and even 40s.